So what is up ka-adventure? Kumusta? Anong adventure mo today? So sa ngayon for today's vlog, hayaan ninyong ipakilala ko sa inyo ang isang bayan dito sa Luzon, dito yan sa Metro Manila. Ito ang Valenzuela. In the year 1869, Filipino physician and patriot Pio Valenzuela was born in Polo. He would be later known as one of the key leader in the Katipunan, which he joined in 1892 at the age of 23. His admission to the society led to the more recruit from Polo, including Ulpiano Fernandez, Gregorio Flamenco, Crispiano Agustin, and Faustino Duque. When Valenzuela was the chief editor, Fernandez held a special role in Katipunan as a printer of the Ang Kalayaan, the organization official newspaper. The now defunct Manila Dagupan Railway opened in 1892 and traversed the barrio of Marulas, Karuhatan, Malinta, Dalandanan, and Malanday, with the station being in Dalandanan. A constitute branch of Katipunan was established in Polo on February 1, 1896. The town joined other revolutionaries when the Philippine Revolution broke out on August 1896, while Valenzuela availed the amnesty offered by the Spanish authorities few weeks later. One of the notable battles in Polo occurred in Sitio Bitik and Pasong Balite in Pugad Baboy, where the locals won under the command of General Tiburcio de Leon y Gregorio. During the revolution, the Spanish massacred many residents, most of them in Malinta. Suspected revolutionaries were hanged and tortured to death. Many were forced to admit guilt or shout innocent names, and others were shot without trial. During the American era, the Americans imposed a military government when they acquired the Philippine island from the Spain as part of the peace treaty of the Spanish-American War. They appointed Pio Valenzuela as the first municipal president on September 6, 1899, to suppress the aggressive leadership in the area. The year was February 1901 when he decided to resign to become the head of the military division, and an election was held. Later that year, the government proclaimed Rufino Valenzuela, a relative of Pio, as the second president and the first elected municipal president of the town. When the Philippine-American War broke out in early 1999, Polo was one of the towns where Aguinaldo retreated. Thus, it received heavy casualties on the first stage of the war. A bloody battle on March 26, 1899 happened near the Barrio Chapel of Malinta. The Filipino forces had to retreat with the arrival of American reinforcement after were initially successful in defending Malinta and killing Colonel Harry Egbert. Right after the American era, the Japanese invades the Philippines. The entrance of the Japanese in Polo during the Second World War was met with almost no resistance. However, there were too many murders committed. The place became a center of makapili and spies who troubled the peaceful civilian. It was later found out that the Balintawak Beer Brewery became the front of manufacturing ammunition for the Japanese forces. The sudden appearance of the Japanese added terror to the place. The old church of San Diego de Alcala became a torture house during World War II. When liberation came, the town was partly burned by the approaching military forces of combined Filipino and American regiment who used flamethrowers. They bombed and shelled the big houses in the town, not exempting even the more than 300 years old church of San Diego. When the modern era began, and the government was established in the Philippines. The date was on July 21, 1960. President Carlos P. Garcia signed Executive Order Number 401, which divided Polo into two, Polo and Valenzuela. The division soon proved to be detrimental to economic growth in each town. So Bulacan 2nd District Representative to the 5th Congress, Rogaciano Mercado, and Senator Francisco Soc Rodrigo filed a bill which sought the reunification of the two towns. On September 11, 1963, President Diosdado Macapagal signed Executive Order Number 46, which reunified Valenzuela and Polo, adopting Valenzuela as the name of the resulting town.
So mga ka-adventure, kumusta? Anong adventure mo ngayon? Ako wala akong adventure pero wala kasi ako magawa sa bahay kaya medyo naglibot-libot muna tayo. Nandito ako ngayon sa isang bahagi ng Valenzuela dito sa may Barangay Maisan. So malapit to sa NLEX. Ayan. Malapit to sa NLEX. So bali ito yung extension ng ano na dito NLEX, yung kung nanggaling ka ng Bukawi o galing ka ng Baguio, saan kang NLEX. Tapos dati wala pa tong extension na to. So yung extension na yan mula doon papunta doon, yan, yun yung papuntang Mindanao Avenue. So pag dinadiretso mo Mindanao Avenue, makakarating ka na ng Quezon City. So yun. So, ba't ba ako nandito? Wala. Hinahanap ko lang yung sarili ko.
Ano ka nasisira, ulo?
De, joke lang. Hindi nga, pagka naboboard na kayo sa bahay kasi wala kayong magawa, edi mag-rides kayo. Diba? Alam niyo kasi ka-adventure, hindi naman kailangan na meron kayong kasama para mag-ride. Diba? Hindi naman kailangan na laging meron kayong mga tropa na kasama nyo sa pagmumotor. Well, kahit mag-isa kayo, pwede kayong makapag-ride, pwede kayong maggala-gala, di ba? Kung may motor ka, may panggas ka, gala ka. Pero syempre, make sure lang na nagawa mo na lahat ng gawain sa bahay bago ka magagala. So para wala magagalit sa'yo. So hindi ko sinama si Mrs. Kasi medyo mabigat siya. Joke lang. Hindi ko na siya sinama kasi marami siyang ginagawa. So ako lang yung naggala-gala ngayon. So naisipan ko lang mag picture taking dito sa tapat ng one-way sign. Ayan. At marami ng sasakyang dumadaan. Ayan o. So ayan, kanina may uminto sa akin. Akala niya nasiraan yung motor ko. Sabi ko hindi ka ako, nagpi-picture taking lang ako. Kasi parang nagandahan ako doon sa spot, simple lang. Tapos may huminto rin, nagtatanong ng direction. Eh hindi naman ako taga dito. So inassist ko na lang na pag kasi dumiretso kayo, malabas doon, papunta ng MacArthur yun. So yun, malabas na ng MacArthur yan. Itong banda dito naman yan, papunta ng Barangay Maisan yan. Tapos yung doon, galing ng Karuhatan. Yung sa kabila naman Karuhatan yun, yung pagtawid mo. May kalsada dun eh. Lalang muni-muni lang tayo, magmuni-muni lang tayo mag-isa. Yan, kagaya na sinasabi ko kanina. Kahit wala yung tropa mo at gusto mo mag-rides ka. Basta ingat lang lagi, okay? So, ka-adventure, maglilibot lang ako dito sa Valenzuela. At kung gusto niyo akong samahan, pwede naman. So, habang naglilibot tayo, ay magsa-sound trip na lang tayo, okay? So, tara na ka-adventure. Libutin na natin tong Valenzuela. Pero may papayo ko kapag ka nagmumotor kayo lagi kayo magdadala ng inyong helmet. Huwag nyo kakalimutan ng helmet. Kapag ang helmet ay kahit paano ay magliligtas ng inyong buhay. Kung hindi man ganun ka grabe ang aksidente nyo, kung sakali man, wag naman sana. Kung naka-helmet ka, malaki ang laban mo at malaki pa rin ang kaligtasan mo na kumpara sa wala kang helmet, okay? So, yan. Lagi tayong safety. Doon tayo lagi sa safe side. Huwag tayo magiging pabaya kasi rider tayo eh. Kapag rider ka, safe ka lagi. Yan dapat ang lagi mong iisipin. Okay? At saka maging mapagbigay tayo sa kalsada. Huwag tayong madamot. Huwag nating ipipilit yung ating karapatan sa kalsada. Kasi kapag nakakita ka ng taong kasabayan mo na ipinipilit yung sarili nila, aksidente lang. Ayan. So, ganito lang. Tara. Samahan nyo na ako sa paglilibot dito sa Valenzuela. Tara.
A few moments later.
Tapos umikot lang siya dyan, oh. Umikot lang siya. Ngayon, bumalik siya. Iikot siya ulit. Pawis na pawis siya. Siguro boxer yan. Oh, grabe, oh. Kanina pa ako dito, pangalawang beses ko siya nakita, pangalawang beses pa lang. Hindi ko alam kung ilang beses siyang umikot. Yung jacket niya parang plastic, tapos pawis na pawis siya. Grabe yung training niya.